The Minecraft movie just came out, but today, I want to make with you guys simply the avatars from the movie here in the game. All the avatars you saw in the movie, I will try to recreate in Brookhaven to impress the Roblox players, but I don't understand why there's a bed flying. But now, I'm going to take my car and go pick up my friend because he's going to help me do this. But he's building a wall, and he said, my house is almost ready. Look, but that doesn't look like a house, unless that's supposed to be the front of a house that he hasn't finished yet. But he said he's almost done. He said, it's the Minecraft house, and mine will be just like the one from the movie. But guys, this is really weird, especially because his house doesn't look very good. Actually, all the blocks are crooked, and it's simply the worst house of all. But I'm going to teach him how to really make a true Minecraft avatar, and also how to make a real house. So for that, I'm going to grab this item on the right, and then I'll have to go down here and pick a totally square out, like this one. This house is totally square, and maybe it looks a little like a Minecraft house. So much so that my friend is coming over here to see it. And really, this house is perfect. He's even looking at it, and he said, oh my god, that's not fair. The house was already ready. Look, I know the house came ready, but it's really beautiful, and it also looks like a Minecraft house, because I can walk in like this, and the door is totally rectangular, and if I come inside, everything is completely square. But the only thing that's not square is basically the roof. Now, I want to make the Minecraft avatars to simply turn into Steve and test other things, and there are a lot of avatars I want to make today. So for that, I'm going to remove this item, and he's going to have to help me with this. And I didn't understand why, but there's a plane flying here that is arriving up here to fly, and apparently it's coming towards this bed, and now it's arriving here, but I still don't understand why. But now it's at this house, where apparently it's banned, and it's flying, and I don't know what it's doing, but it just grabbed a truck that is simply coming down here. And guys, this is really weird. The truck started flying, and it's totally bugged in Roblox, especially because it's inside this apartment that simply has no people, but there's a piece of the truck inside, and all of this is because of my friend, who apparently got banned from this house, and I don't know who lives in this house. So I'm coming here to talk to him, so much so that my friend is also coming here. But the owner of this house here, actually he is Herobrine. He said, I am Herobrine, and I already noticed that because of his eyes. But guys, his avatar is pretty interesting, but it's not perfect. Actually, it's one of the worst avatars of all, because today I'm going to make much better avatars. But before that, I wanted to ask him why he banned this player that's up there, because it's literally my friend who's right here. He said, ask him to unban me. So I'm going to ask the player to unban my friend, but I don't know who this player in yellow is. Actually, he's wearing golden armor, probably made of gold. I said, unban him up there, and I want him to be unbanned. He said, only Minecraft people are allowed in my house, and that's really weird, and I don't know what I'm doing here. But I just got banned from this house just because I'm not from Minecraft, and that doesn't make sense. Now I teleported here to pick up my friend, but guys, I don't know who the owner of this house is, but this player just arrived here. He said, let's make the avatar. And how many avatars are you going to make today? Look, I'm going to make as many as I can, but it's really weird, this truck in this part, because it looks like a piece of art. But what a lot of people don't know is that this truck is a bug that my friend made. But now, I'm arriving at the avatar shop because I'm going to make as many avatars as possible, and I'm going to start with the easiest avatar to make. And guys, he's looking here, and the other one simply stole my car, but now he came back here, and he said, I didn't steal anything, I just borrowed it, and I'm not going to give it back, which means he basically stole my car, but he said it in a different way that almost makes it sound like he didn't steal my car, but actually he did. Now he just arrived at his house, which is this one right here, but actually, he went to the bathroom, and that's really weird because it's rare to see people using the bathroom in Brookhaven. But my friend is staring here, and he already used a square avatar because he wants to use a Minecraft avatar, so my avatar is going to be square too. Here on the right, I'm going to use this character, and now I'm going to use some very specific IDs. But guys, suddenly the screen is glowing, probably because my friend grabbed a flashlight, and this is going to be really good. But I accidentally left the screen, and I don't know how I did that. But now, I'm going to use this ID on the right, and basically I'm going to get this hat. But here on the right, I'm going to have to remove my item, like my hair and also my glasses. Now I'm going to use on the right exactly this ID, and then this other ID, and now you can see that I look like this. But my friend just copied my avatar, and literally he made his avatar along with me. While I was finishing my avatar, he was also finishing his. He said, the animations have to change something. Look, there are some things to change. Here on the right, I'm seeing which animation is better, and this animation on the right is the best of all, because it really looks like I'm in Minecraft whenever I'm standing still. So much so that my friend is looking at it, and I don't know why he's holding that flashlight. But he said, wow, it really looks like Minecraft. The players are going to be scared by this, and I'm sure about that. But now, he used the same animation, and he simply looks like that. He really looks like he's from Minecraft. But here on the right, I'm going to use this animation in all the possible options. So I'm activating all the buttons, and now my character is walking like this. And it's very similar to Minecraft. Now my friend is coming up here, and I want to see the player's reaction, especially that player up there who suddenly banned me from his house. But I waved at him, and I want to see if he noticed that. But he noticed that I'm right here, and I don't know why he turned into Herobrine. But he waved at me, so I'm coming here to talk to him because I want to be unbanned from his house. I said, unban me now. I'm from Minecraft, and I have to be unbanned from here. And now I'm finally unbanned. And he said, I'm a trillionaire. Did you forget about me? But guys, I hadn't realized that this player is my friend. But this whole time he was my friend, but he had a very different avatar. He had that gold avatar. avatar, and also the Herobrine one, which made me not recognize him. But my friend is coming up here, so I'm coming too, especially because I want to throw a Minecraft party here in Roblox. But he went down here, and finally the pool is activated. So now I can go down here, and I'm swimming in a really weird way. It really looks like I'm in Minecraft. But guys, this player is coming here too. And after a long time, he finally arrived. And he said, teach me how to make Minecraft avatar, because mine turned out ugly. And guys, it looks like he wants to learn. And of course I can teach him how to do it. But first, I'm going to want him to unban the other player, who's my friend, and he was completely banned, but he's still in the bathroom. So I'm going to let it pass, especially because if that player is still in the bathroom, something must have happened. But he stood up right here, and he said, have you ever thought about how it would be if Minecraft avatars were in a Brookhaven just like Minecraft? And what he said is really weird. It's one of the weirdest things I've ever heard, especially because I didn't understand anything. But I think he's talking about this map. I recreated Minecraft in Brookhaven, and you can see that it turned out really cool. This version I made of Minecraft turned out perfect. But later, I'm going to go there with this Minecraft avatar. But now, I have to teach him how to make better avatars. But my friend is walking by here, and actually he wants to get inside. But finally, he manages to come in here, and now he's laughing. And I think I already know what he's going to do. Basically, he's coming inside to simply grab the safe. So much so that he went up there, and now he went up again, and he's coming this way to get the safe. And he's getting revenge on the player who banned him from his house. So much so that he just grabbed the safe. But now, he's going to have to escape from here because this player is going after him. And he's coming here to ban him. And meanwhile, I'm going to make another avatar that my friend is going to have to help me with. But suddenly, he got stuck. I don't know how that happened, but he's stuck down here. He said, help, and he's stuck here. And now he finally managed to get out. But we're going to make another Brookhaven avatar. First, I'm going to grab my car because I'm going to the avatar shop. And he even got in here. And he said, why go to the avatar shop if you can change your avatar anywhere? And what he said is true. I had forgotten about that, but I'm going to go to a totally random place. So for that, I'm going to have to come up here in the front and basically go up this bridge. Perfect. I'm climbing up here, and this is the most random place of all. And now I arrived up here, and he's coming, and now he got here, but he has a hat, and now he finally removed that hat. And I said, now the next avatar will be only mine, and Steve is going to be my friend, but I have to have a totally different avatar. So for that, I arrived right here, and now I'm going to have to remove this head, and I look like this, but I didn't understand why. But there's a plane coming here, literally in my direction, and it's simply staring at me, and that's really weird. I don't even know who's in that plane. But now, I'm going to start making an avatar, and if you want to turn into Herobrine, just use this ID on the right, and you'll look like this, and you literally look like Herobrine, and this looks really scary, but I want to see the player's reaction as soon as I look at him. Perfect, I'm staring at him, but he simply went back there out of fear, and apparently he's afraid of Herobrine, but actually he's coming up here and he's carrying me in Roblox, and this is the weirdest thing that has ever happened to me, but it looks like he wants to throw me off the map, so I'm going to have to jump exactly at this part, and it didn't work, so I'm just going to teleport. Perfect, I'm alive, and meanwhile, my friend is looking here without understanding what just happened, but that plane disappeared, which is very good, but actually it's coming back, and it's coming again in my direction, and that's not good, and now he's coming here and he wants to carry me again, but I'm not going to let that happen, so I teleported, but now he's coming back here to carry me again, and he finally managed to do it, and he's taking me over here to try to throw me off the map, but I'm going to have to jump exactly here and try to land exactly in this spot, which it looks like I finally did, but actually no, I literally just lost, and my friend came back here after a long time. He said, what were you trying to do by falling in that part? It's because right in that part there's an invisible ledge, and you can walk on top of that ledge, but unfortunately, I couldn't do it. He said, and who made that? Look, I don't know, but I think it's the player who owns this house, but actually he's sitting here while the other one is coming over to fight him, and this player arrived right here, and he's coming over to attack him, but he got banned, and I just saw a battle happening in Roblox, but guys, he arrived right here, and suddenly he got mad. He said, let's battle, fake Herobrine, but actually, I'm the real one, and now he hit me, and I'm still alive, especially because I'm immortal, but it looks like he got scared and ran away from here, and I don't know why he thinks I'm immortal, and that was really weird, but now, I want to make another Roblox avatar, and for that, I'm going to remove my hats and use exactly this ID, where I'm going to get Steve's head, and now, I'm going to use this ID on the right, and then this other one, and I look like this, and I just got a diamond armor, but the pants were missing, because I have the shirt and also the boots, but my friend said, get the pants too, it will look better. Okay, I'm going to do exactly that, especially because my avatar is incomplete, and here on the right, I'm going to use this ID, and then this other one, and now I got this full diamond avatar. He said, and where's the diamond hat? Look, I'm going to make the diamond hat now, but guys, I also have to simply make the movie avatar, because I'm already forgetting about it, but guys, it looks like my friend came back here, and suddenly he came back with a lot of money. He said, I got banned from someone's house, but I'm not going to say whose, and I think I know which house he got banned from, and he literally got banned from that house, especially because that's the only house that still has a player, especially because both of us have houses in Roblox, and we're both at the start of the game. But it looks like he grabbed a lot of money, and I don't know why he's doing that. But to make the movie avatar, it's actually really easy. I'm going to use this ID on the right and another one, and I'm going to apply this character, and I'm basically like this. But my friend is staring at me, and he said, "You look like me, but realistic." And maybe it's because that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm literally making the Steve from the movie. And now, I'm going to use this ID on the right, and two more, and I basically look like this. And I literally look like I'm from the movie. But he's staring at me, and actually he got scared, because he doesn't believe I did this. He said, "Let me keep this avatar, and you get another one." Okay, I'm going to let him copy my avatar, especially because I have other avatars to make. But suddenly he started copying everything, and he's literally using my avatar in Roblox, and he's starting to look really similar. He said, "I'm going to be the strong version of him," but he just used this avatar, literally strong. And even the original Steve is looking at this, not understanding what's going on, because suddenly there are three identical characters here. We have in the middle the original, and then we have the movie version, and an alternative version of the movie, which is a strong version of him. But now, I'm going to have to make my character square, and I'm going to have to use short arms, like these ones I just used. And for those who don't know, I'm doing this because I'm going to make the villager avatar. And they're looking here, and he said, "I bet it's not going to work." Look, I'm sure it's going to work. But he grabbed that sword, and he said, "If it doesn't work, you will be eliminated." And I don't know why he's doing this, but that player ran away scared. But now, I'm going to make the best avatar ever to prove that it's really possible to turn into a villager here in the game. And now, I'm going to have to shrink this button, and here on the right, I'm going to use this ID, then this other one, now these two, and I'm going to remove my hair, and you can see that I look like this, and it really looks like I'm a villager. He said, "The animation looks ugly," but he tried to hit me, and I'm simply running away from him, because suddenly my friend is acting really weird, and he wants to hit me in Brookhaven. But I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to teleport, so now I'm safe. And here on the right, I'm going to use this animation in all the possible options, and now you can see that I look like this, and it really looks like I'm a villager. But that player just arrived here, and after running so much in Roblox, he just appeared again. He said, "What an ugly villager. Is he really like that in the movie?" And in the movie, he really is like that. I literally made an exact copy. But now, I'm going to make another character, but my character has to go back to normal. Perfect. I'm exactly like this. He said, "Which one are you going to make now?" But my friend is going to have to guess while I make an avatar. And here on the right, I'm basically going to use this Roblox character, and I'm going to remove all my items, and now I'm going to use this ID, then this other ID, and also this one. And you can see that I'm starting to look like this, and I want to see if he notices who I am. And apparently he was impressed and finally noticed it. But here on the right, I'm going to have to look for really long hair, so I'm going to search for this name, and a bunch of interesting hairs will show up. So I'm going to pick the one that looks most like this character, especially because the original hair isn't available yet. He said, "That hair is ugly. Get another one." Okay, I'm going to get another hair, one that looks even more like the character. But this hair on the right is the best hair I could find. And this player teleported here and just noticed that I look like the character from the movie. So much so that he changed his character to look like this to see the differences. And you can see that we really look a lot like the movie. He said, "We're identical." And that's true. These two characters are very identical. But his character looks really ugly. I'm going to give him a tip to improve that hair and also that beard. So I'm going to use this ID on the right and then this other ID. But now, I'm going to use this ID that gives me this beard. And now I'm going to use this ID. And finally this one here. And you can see that I look like this. And I literally look better than him. He said, "Actually my avatar looks better." Look, I disagree. My avatar looks way better than his, especially because it's more realistic. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the become a member button and I'll add you on Roblox.